This week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin. The first official face-off is here, and let's take a look. Shake hands respectfully. They turn to the crowd, photographers, to take pictures. Joshua got that Madison Square Garden fade. Jermaine Franklin sitting there like, what? We have Derek James to the left, or rather to the right of Anthony Joshua. They begin the face-off. Joshua's looking like, I must crush you. Jermaine Franklin's looking at him, looking at both eyes. Joshua, he's looking more stoic. Okay, Jermaine Franklin, he broke the stare. He snatched his head off. Joshua shook hands. He walks off with Derek James. Let me counterpunch. Jermaine Franklin is what we know about him. He's a very subtle guy, almost passive in a sense, you know. And he did say some things yesterday about Joshua in his performances. You know, the Klitschko performance, he criticized him being old or older, you know, as compared to who we don't really know because he didn't really mention anyone else. That was one. And then the Usyk fight, you know, he also mentioned that, you know, he questioned the performance. It was like, you know, he was timid. He just wasn't the same fighter. Well, you know, we can look at that as maybe Jermaine Franklin is thinking Anthony Joshua is a diminished fighter. Well, that's not too far off the beaten path from what other people already say about Joshua. He's done. He's finished. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. It won't work. He's plateaued, and, you know, he can't be helped. It's done, right? And what I seen a very respectful face-off. I didn't see anything crazy. But what I did catch was Joshua looked more confident than Jermaine Franklin. But then Jermaine Franklin, though, again, passive. So he's not going to be, you know what I mean? He's not going to be in your face. He wasn't like that even with Dillian White. Just not that dude, you know. And it shows, though, who wanted to stare, you know what I mean? Break the face off. And it was Jermaine Franklin. He just kind of snapped his head away and just like, let me go ahead. Let me shake your hand. All right, man. I ain't doing this shit all day, you know. But then again, it's almost like it's either you look at it two ways. One, he didn't care to engage in the stare-off to convey something or promote that he's confident. He didn't really do that. Or two, maybe he's seen something in Joshua from the energy going back and forth, because that's all that is. A face-off is just the energy between two people. And, you know, he probably just didn't like it, so he turned off. So it's either he didn't care to win the face-off, you know, and if he didn't care to win the face-off, because, I mean, what does it really mean? I mean, you know, it means a lot. It means where you guys' energy are, you know. But then people could look at it and say, well, maybe Jermaine Franklin, you know, didn't have that same energy. Because I've seen a lot of you guys' comments, and the comments were, hey, well, Jermaine, you know, if you think he has these shitty performances, keep that same energy when he knocks you, spark out. Those type of things, you know, and that's what's expected of Joshua, though. You know, only thing is, I mean, I didn't see Joshua kind of relaxed. I didn't see the Andy Ruiz reaction, you know, the response, the way he attended Andy Ruiz, was just disarming. He didn't really, it was just like, haha, yeah, you can hold a belt, sure. And Andy, knowing Andy had a plan, throw rapid fire wide shots behind your head and get you out of there. You know what I mean? I can catch you with one good shot and I could rabbit punch your ass to the ground. So, this is a dog fight, right? But to be fair, boxing is a physical sport. So, some punches are going to, you're going to get caught with some shots. You're going to get caught with an elbow or two, especially when you're trying to get away from someone that just hurt you or injured you in a particular round that changed the whole dynamic of that round or that fight, right? So, but no, Faceoff looked good. Jermaine Franklin broke. Does it mean anything? Not really. I mean, you could look at it as a sign of confidence from AJ, because AJ was going to stand there as long as it took probably, and he wasn't going to break because, he wants to show people that he's mentally strong. And I think that's one of the tactics of doing so. Like, look, I'm not going to look away. I'm not going to break away. I'm not going to break this fierce gaze that I have with this guy looking across from me that I'm going to do battle with April 1st. So, but Jermaine Franklin did it. He was like, look, I'm just going, I ain't going to, I'm not going to sit up here. But but again, I don't see that in his personality anyway. So it's kind of hard to gauge. You guys tell me what you think about this first official face-off between Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.